Hey everyone, welcome to the BROfessor and Friends Show. We are live. Thank you for being here. What is up, everybody? Thank you for taking time out on your Tuesday night to join myself, BROfessor, and my friends, Adam and Kayla. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Happy
Absolutely.
To be here.
You know, I would compare my schedule to just about anybody, but I think y'all are have a pretty close race with me right now. Holding down 15 jobs and opening up a store and y'all, but see, I don't have any little kids at home. That's another issue that y'all are having to deal with all the time. And wow, I can't imagine being in your shoes right now. And I am excited that you took a little time out to visit with us about your new adventure that you're going out on with your new store. So thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, man.
So I don't know how long ago it was. I guess it was, what was it, May at Big Iron that you broke the news to everybody that, like, wow, hey, we're fixing to open a store. It's going to be pretty cool. And I was a lot like this.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
I mean, I was like, what? Come on now. Some of you are not old enough to know about that. What you talking about, Willis? But that goes way back to when I was a kid. I was watching that show all the time, and that still rings true for me today because I ask people all the time, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Talking about.
But what in the world possessed you to want to open up a store to sell dedicated overlanding gear and equipment? Tell us how it all started.
Honestly, I think it just our passion kind of drove that. It was just something that once we got into it, we loved, and I think it really came down to just having a place that was close here in Oklahoma. We had always went, to Artemis, and that is a little bit of a drive for us. So it was one of those things where, man, it would be so cool to have something like this, like in the Tulsa area or in our state. And so we just kind of dove in. It all started with me and a buddy, and we just kind of full speed ahead, man.
Now, was this a joint? I'm assuming this was a joint decision because if the wife ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, and I believe that to my core.
Yeah.
We were joking around earlier before the show started and giving Kayla a hard time, but let me tell you, there's no better helper than the one who's sitting beside you. So was this something y'all talked about for a while and decided, hey, let's go for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. I think it was one of those things where the opportunity arose, and she was like, you know what? If you don't do it, you're going to regret it. So I think that's she loves this just as much as me, and she's into it as well. So it was kind of an easy decision, but it was one of those things where it's like, you know what? If we're going to do it, let's do it now. So
That's true. That's true. And we've ran together, we've did trails together, we've camped together, and have a really good rapport with each other. I consider you good friends. You were there the night that I almost set my iCamper on fire, and so
oh yeah.
that was a story that rings true for the ages. I'll be telling that one for a long time, and you were there. So
Oh yeah.
urban camping behind Artemis, listening to all the street racers and the sirens and everything. That was a true experience that night. So, that was fun. And then, going out and camping on Glade Top, we've got to experience a lot of it. And I know that you love the lifestyle, but to take it to a whole nother level and want to be someone that provides all this stuff. We're in a gear driven society with overlanding right now, and everybody is infatuated with the gear and the tents and the devices that you cook with and building up your rig, and you've done all this, so you've got experience. And how do you think that will that you can relate that to other people? I think it means a lot to me to buy something or to go to a place, somebody who knows what they're doing. So tell me, how do you feel that will relate to the customers that walk in your door?
Yeah, I think it's like we go back to like the whole passion thing. I I just wanted to be able to create an experience for someone that was looking to get into that. I know how much fun it was. Me starting out and building your rig and things like that. So that's a journey when you're starting on your rig, and I just wanted to be able to bring that to someone else. That happiness, and I think it's this really kind of gets people back, camping and outdoors. I mean, let's be honest, sometimes back in the day, the old school ground camping and all the gear and stuff, it was, it makes it kind of tough. And I think this really streamlines stuff. It makes it easy for people to get back out and camp. So
Yeah, I agree.
we just wanted to bring some of that to our local area.
I agree. Now, Kayla, you play a big part in this.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, you're not even like the right hand man. You are like the person who's going to drive the ship. So,
Yeah.
where do you stand in all this? What's your vision and love for this?
It's like I told Adam, you never know if it's going to work unless you just jump and you try. And, there have been several things over the years we've kind of wanted to do that. And we've let fear, I think, kind of creep in. And so we haven't done some of those things. And when this opportunity came along, it just seemed like it was too good to pass up. We've, completely fallen in love with the lifestyle and just getting out and enjoying it. And our daughter absolutely loves it. And so that has just made it even better. And I see Jeff's comment saying he bought our old bed rack. It has been fun and a learning experience this whole time while we've been doing this, because we have bought things and then figured out, well, we want to do something a little bit different. And so kind of learning as we go, as far as what kind of equipment we want and stuff like that. And so being able to pass that along to other people that are just getting started, or even somebody that's more experienced and looking for, something more permanent or, upscale, I guess. So it's just all fallen together, and
Right.
it's been a really cool process, to go from, hey, let's have this idea in April, and then August 1st, we're in a store open.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that it, less than 6 months, we went from concept to, fully functional retail store.
Yeah, and I remember, Adam and I have texted a lot throughout this whole process, and I kind of wanted to be there to encourage him, because it hasn't been an easy process, and I want to talk about that in a little bit. But him telling me about, man, I need a store. I got so much stuff in my garage and my house; it's piled everywhere, and I thought, man, you're living the dream. All these people out here want all this gear, and you got it piled everywhere.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just thought, man, that would be the dream. And Legacy Outdoor Family Adventures, thank you for being on here. I had them on here last week. Such a amazing couple.
Yeah.
And to Overland with 6 kids just blows my mind.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that they get to come up this Saturday.
Well, we met them at Big Iron.
Big Iron for the first
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great family. Great family.
Amazing people, and he's a fireman and she's a doctor, so we have a lot in common there. But I wanna delve off into this about how all this started, but let's pause right here for station.
Hey guys, it's Porker from Autotronics.
Adam, it's Step 22 Gear.
Jordan from NSM Overland.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah from Overland Pioneers.
Frankie from Overland Rentals.
Jessica and Jorge, the Rubric Wonder.
Hi, this is Jeff from BROfessor.
Hi, I'm Jeff from BROfessor, and we're here with BROfessor.
I believe I can fly.
I'm Rhino from Rhino Rod and Custom.
I'm Aaron with Switchback Outdoor Safety.
And you're watching BROfessor and Friends.
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 And Friends.
Enjoy.
Another Oklahoma guy there at the end from Badock Adventure Company. Jeff is a good friend of mine. He actually invited me to come over to his shop after we come to y'all to see where he builds his trailers. I'm excited about that. But anyway, back to it. Holy cow. We are talking about the Okie Overland new brick and mortar store dedicated to overlanding and outdoors. And I want to stress this throughout the show. This Saturday, they're having the grand opening, August the 21st from 8 to 1. And the address is there, 7450 East 46th Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And they're where you can follow them. The phone number is there. So if you don't have anything going on this Saturday, and if you're not 1,000 miles away, come on over. They're going to have, and you got me with the coffee and donuts because that's where my heart is. But I want to know, holy cow, we talked so many times through the summer about all that you had went through. And I know it was a horrible time to start anything in overlanding with all the gear that was on the ship sitting out in the middle of the Pacific trying to get here.
Yeah.
But tell us about where you started, setting up the being a dealer for this and being a dealer for that and how all that went.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just calling them up, staying consistent. Kayla and I both kind of just really jumped on it and, still working our normal jobs. And, it was tough. Some of you really had to stay on. But I tell you what, most of the vendors out there are just fantastic folks to deal with, and that really made it easy. So, but yeah, it was just staying on top of them, and trying to get all the vendors that we needed to meet the needs that we knew we were going to face in the store. So yeah.
Yeah, and finding the right spot where people could come was also something that you dealt with. I know you changed spots a couple times.
Yeah, that was a tough thing, because it's hard, when you're looking for a building, a new business, and with the current economy and how everything is, some of the landlords are, it's one of those deals where it's just it's hard to find a place, it really is that fits your needs, with having a storefront and enough room for a shop. So
and being willing to take that risk on, a brand new startup company.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a thing.
I can't imagine putting all that money up front for all the gear and having it there, having it so long without getting any income off of it for so long, and then people wanting you to put down payment for rent to get this store, and it's got to be so stressful. Looks like you don't have much hair left, Adam. I'm telling you right now.
It's going fast, man. It's going fast.
Got him!
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm the same way, and that's why I wear a hat, because I've got all these lights here, and I don't want to blind anybody. But I'm the same way. I stay stressed out about stuff, but I'm not starting an overlanding store. So, I'll leave that to you, and I'll support you and tell everybody to come to you. And I'm going to try to do my best to be up there on Saturday too, because I want to see this place and support you. I think, a lot of times we divert our purchases to something that's easy. Amazon's easy to order from. But the guys that are out there, this is how they support their family. And I think the blue collar workers and support your local is a thing. And I think we need to do that and keep you guys going. So definitely want put that out there and support you for sure. Now, I want everybody to see this is Adam's Tacoma. This is where it all started. It's changed up a little bit and probably going to change up a little more. But you know, I know you were the very first one I saw with the Zargus cases, and man, you had a real cool setup on there. I know the iCamper's gone. You're going to replace that with something else, but
Oh yeah.
you know, I just wanted to throw this out there because this is not some white collar rich guy who's starting up a store. This is a guy just like me or you, that loves to overland, that goes out and camps and does it and lives the lifestyle. And now he's taken another step. Now, let me back up. Now they are taking the step because, you know, one can't do it without the other. And so far they're still married. So, you know, it's, I know it's probably stressful sometimes. But you know, it's gotta be something that it's gotta be cool to take something that you love and have a passion for and take it to that next level. I mean, it's, you know, here I am sitting on a computer talking to people every day, but you have time, financial, family, so much invested in this, and I want to see you succeed, and I hope everybody else does too. So, tell us about what you're going to have in the store and what you're going to be able to offer people. Some of the brands you got in there, and what you're going to be able to offer people that walk in the door.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we're a Darchie dealer. So we'll be carrying a line of Darchie tents and awnings, and then a lot of their accessory gear, along with chairs. I don't want to spoil it all, but we do have a huge range of products in there. You know, everything from recovery to camping gear, cookware. You know, really just a wide variety of things. You know, so we wanted to stay, you know, carry a little bit of everything type deal. So
right.
And we'll also be able, like, full shop. So we'll be able to do installs, and we've already done a couple. So, you know, that's taken off already.
And, you know, we have over 50 vendors at this point that we have partnered with.
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily have all of those products in the store, and maybe not as much vehicle specific stuff, but we have access to those items, and can get them ordered in for people.
Yeah.
But we felt like it was really important to have those options available because people do come in with an idea of what they already want.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know it's got to be hard. You know, when I first started going up to Aaron's store, that was the first overlanding store I'd ever heard of or seen, and I remember him specifically saying to me one time, "I have to buy this stuff. You know, this is not people don't wholesale all this stuff to me. I have to buy this stuff." And I got to looking around in that shop and thinking, "Holy cow.
Yeah.
He's got to buy all this stuff." And, you know, it's not something that they just loan to you, and when you sell it, you send them some money. It's a big investment, and it's a big step that you're taking to do this. And I gotta hand it to you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, I'm eager to hear about what you have planned for Saturday coming up. I know you're having the big grand opening. So what can we expect on Saturday?
Yeah, we've got a few vendors that are going to come join us. You know, talk a little bit about some of their products that we have in the store, and we're also going to be doing giveaways. A lot of our vendors stepped up and sent us gear, you know, to give away, and we're grateful for that. And then we're also going to be doing coffee and donuts. So, and the coffee is all provided by Trail Rated Coffee. I don't know if you've
I've
heard
seen
of
them. That's cool.
Yeah, man, they make a fantastic coffee. So
it's very tasty.
Yeah, very. So we'll have that. Like I said, man, you just come through the door, you're going to get a ticket. So as long as you show up, you can win something possibly. So
that's awesome. Well, everybody likes to win something.
Oh, of course.
And we do have some freebie items that'll be available for everybody that shows up. So until they run out.
Yeah, while supplies last.
That's awesome. What do you have? Yeah, Mo said it sounds like I need to bring milk. It's funny. There'll be coffee, there'll be donuts. If you like creamer, bring your own creamer. If you want milk with your donuts, bring your own milk. That's the way it works, Mo. So you can't have everything. They may be giving away a gallon of milk. I don't know. We'll see. But a lot of people are on here that are coming. Jeff likes to win stuff. He won the last giveaway that I had. So that's pretty cool. And Connie says yes, she's bringing her own creamer.
I have some you can use.
Yeah, it is. It's a bad day. A bad day when my wife doesn't have her creamer.
Oh man.
And the bad day is my bad day. So I'm just sharing that with everybody. If y'all could have some salted caramel, sugar free up there, I'd appreciate it. If not, we'll just bring her on. and Mo never travels anywhere without oatmeal cream pies. So I appreciate you, Mo, if you will bring the oatmeal cream pies. If you go to Forerunning the Ozarks and watch any of their videos, I guarantee you will see a box of oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah.
They got to come up to the Artemis Expo last weekend for just a minute. Got to say hi to him and Mariah. That was good to see them. I hadn't seen them in a long time. What kind of we like to do a safety minute on here with Switchback Outdoor Safety. So what kind of safety equipment are you going to have there?
We have, I'll tell you something, we have a nice med kit by Swisslink. And then we also have a trauma kit. And they're already pre-packed at a very good price point. And those have been selling really well. So really good, solid kit.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, while we're talking about that, let's take just a minute and listen to Aaron from Switchback Outdoor Safety with our Safety Minute. And we call it that because it's about safety and it lasts about a minute.
Hey, this is Aaron Paris with Switchback Outdoor Safety. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about having a trauma kit when you go into the outdoors to stay safe. The week after that, we talked about having a tourniquet. Now we're going to talk about hemostatic gauzes. These are important for any kind of bleeding that cannot be ceased with just pressure alone, and it's not necessary to do a tourniquet. These are great because they coagulate the blood and they help the wound to cease bleeding. Particularly this one that we sell is an Elias Bandage. And it's made by Tactical Medical Solutions. It has Velcro to keep it from spilling into the dirt, and it has a pressure cup to apply additional pressure on the wound once you get there. Additionally, it has packing gauze inside of the bandage, so you can pack that wound, then apply pressure accordingly. And this nice little cup's going to keep that bandage nice and tight to the wound.
I love Aaron coming on there and talking about all the stuff that we need to have with us, but hope we never use. A lot like recovery equipment, you need to have it, but you hope you never have to use it. This comment right here kills me. Jeff, appreciate you, brother. He's in the dairy department. He's got us covered. He's got you covered, Mo, so you don't have to bring no milk.
That's
and
awesome.
Nathan's on here. Appreciate you being on here, Nathan. Nathan took a lot of really good pictures last weekend at the Artemis Expo. Hey, there's Aaron Paris. Appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate you being here. So one thing I'm curious about with you coming on here with your love for the overlanding lifestyle, do you feel like you're going to be able to continue that lifestyle and run the store? How's that going to work?
Yeah, I'll be honest, we haven't camped since Memorial Day, and that's been terrible. However, we'll get it figured out. It's, a little bit of working the longer hours and, long weeks, but
but you do have a partner, right?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. That's Dustin. He's going to be handling a lot of the installs. He is
Okay.
He's one heck of a mechanical inclined guy, so he'll be able to handle any fab work, electrical, really just anything. So absolutely, he'll be there as well.
That's cool. Well, it'll be good to have somebody that's there with you in case say, hey, we need to get away. Can you take over the store for a few days? We need to get away. And that's always nice. I think Aaron really struggled that for a while there at Artemis. He was there by himself for years, and now he's finally got some help. So I'm glad that y'all have somebody that's there with you that, that you trust, and, that also lives the lifestyle, Dustin Ogg. So it'll be good for him to be able to take over, or you to take over for him, so he can get away. So I think that'll work out well. I think the future is bright for how you got it planned.
Well, and I think what's cool too about owning your own shop like that is you do have a little more flexibility. So right now we're closed Sunday, Monday. So we could always work Saturday, head out after we close Saturday, and, take a couple of days that way. Because my work schedule is so random that I'm off Mondays quite often. So it is nice that we kind of have that option as well. Yeah. And then, if we want to close the shop for a weekend and all of us go somewhere, we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have total control. That's true. And y'all are used to a crazy schedule, because I know that I know, Kayla, you've had a crazy schedule for a long time. So well, that's cool. Everybody that's on here is very excited for you. And I know that you're in a hotbed in your area right there. I know it's really exploding in that area. Have you seen how I know you've been open for a couple of weeks. Tell us about how those last couple of weeks have been.
Yeah, it's the overwhelming support that we've had already has been awesome, and it's definitely that man, I'm so excited that there's a shop like this in Tulsa. I mean, everybody's driving, 2-3 hours or more, to go somewhere. So having something in their backyard has just been, they've been super excited about that. So and just it's really cool, to see all the unique rigs, from ones that, are stock, just looking to start building, or ones that are already rigged out. And yeah, it's been really awesome.
That is neat. Just hanging out at an overlanding store is better than people watching at Walmart. I mean, you never know who's going to pull up. It could be a Subaru, it could be a Volkswagen van, it could be a tricked out Tacoma. You just never know who's going to pull up. But seeing all the rigs that pull in there is an amazing part about hanging out at an overlanding store. So I can't imagine from here on out everything that you're going to see, because you are in a cross path between east and west, and people will be traveling through there going west. People will be traveling through there going east, and I think you're doing a good job of getting the word out there, so people will take a detour to come to the store to see you guys and check out what you got.
Yeah, it's everybody's journey is different in this. There's people that just like to camp, or like to go more trailing, and so it's been really cool just to see the different different rigs, all from vans to, like you said, Subarus, it's super cool. So that's really neat. And I'm very excited for you. I know that you mentioned earlier that you have, you've booked a couple places that you're going to be. So if people can't actually get out to the store, they can actually come and visit you, a few events that are coming up. So tell us where you're going to be in the future. Yeah, we'll be at Rendezvous this year as a first vendor there. So that'll be fun. Get a chance to meet some new people, and just that environment is just awesome to begin with. So we're really looking forward to that. And then the More Expo, we'll be attending that as well. So that'll
I got my new More Expo poster. Chris got me a poster. He said, "I want my poster behind you when you're on the radio." So I was like, "Oh, woo!" So we got me a poster. April 8th through the 10th, 2022. If you've never been to More, if you don't know what More's about, let me show you a little bit what More's about. thank you, Chris, for helping sponsor the show, and I also want to thank him for giving the BROfessor 1/32nd bro pose included in the video there. So Chris said he's going to make me famous. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Brandon King says Rendezvous is great. Let me tell you, Rendezvous is something like nothing I've ever been to. It's completely different than anything that you'll ever go to. I hope everybody plans to come out to that in October up at Birds Adventure Center. Randy and his crew does a great job of putting that on. I love an event where you actually camp at the event, and that's one of the few places that you'll go where you'll do that. It is like a micro Expo West. It's cool. So I hope you plan on doing that. Lester's going to be there. I'll be there. Everybody's going to be there. So I hope you'll be there for that. It gets bigger every year. I can't even remember how many. I think they had over 500 rigs there last year. I think is what they said. So it'll be an amazing event. So I hope everybody plans on doing that. Now, Adam and Kayla, I want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I know you're in this for the long haul, and I know that you're wanting to see this through and make this a dream come true. Everybody wants a career that when they get up in the morning, they are excited to go to work, and I think this will be that way for y'all. Hopefully, it'll just get bigger and better. Where do you see yourself in 10 years with this?
Just continuing to grow. I would, just like to see, business flourish, and just grow. I think it's a lot about building relationships with people, and just having good follow through. So yeah, I think it's going to do well. Like I said, most of the people that's come in there it's just been a good, overwhelming support already, and we're very grateful for that. And I think that'll just continue. So, I love just visiting with people and hearing their stories. I think that's a big part of it. Just listening to somebody. You can't learn much if you're always talking. So. I definitely like to just listen to folks.
You're right, and it's a very special time when you can have some face-to-face time. We can talk on here all day, but it does not replace that face-to-face time and people swinging by the shop and you get to know them in your place and seeing them and just being able to meet people and getting to know them on a whole different level. Face to face, that can't be replaced. Randy said he's excited about the store. You've got a lot of support. You've got almost 1,000 followers on Facebook already. I noticed that today. That's very impressive. Very impressive. It's with your personalities, the way that you are, friendly, and you treat people right. I think you're going to do very well with this, and I really, really do wish you the best. Tell people where they can find you on. Tell us if you got a website, social media, whatever, so people can go and check it out.
So we're on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/Okie Overland. Or if you go to Instagram, it's okie.overland. And then our website is okie-overland.com. So all a little bit of different abbreviation, unfortunately, but sometimes that's the way things work. So, but yeah, we've got the stores on the website. And then on the website, you can also see all the brands that we have to offer that we can order from. And we're adding more every day. We've added a couple more in the last week. So I still got to get those added to the website, but so we're super excited. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a learning experience for sure.
Oh yeah.
But
that's cool.
Yeah, and we'll be at the store bright and early Saturday morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I hope to be there too. We're probably going to leave on Friday, and that way we can be up there for the full day. We're super excited about seeing everybody that's going to be up there. Now, the weather is actually going to give us a break. It's going to rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Not rain on Saturday.
No way.
start raining again on Sunday. So somebody's living right. I don't know what the deal is. Somebody's living right there to get that break. But even if it does rain, you've got an inside showroom. Everybody can come and hang out, and we really hope that everybody shows up and supports you guys. And I believe that they will. I believe they will.
Yeah, we appreciate it. That's for sure.
That is for sure. Well, hey, I thank y'all for coming on here with me. I really hope that everybody goes and checks out OkieOverland.com. Make sure and go like and follow them on Instagram and Facebook. And we're going to close up shop. These people right here are busy, and they've probably got all kinds of stuff to do. They probably have no idea where their kid is and stuff like that. So they need to go check on her. But we appreciate everybody being here this evening. We appreciate everybody tuning in and supporting this amazing couple as they go through a whole bunch of stuff we didn't even talk about to try to get this done. We're trying to be nice here, so we left out a whole bunch of stuff. But, in the end, you're living your dream and you're wanting to share that dream with everybody else. And I think that is the coolest thing ever. Yep. And anyway, thank everybody for being here. We're going to sign off and say, have an awesome week. Hope to see you Saturday.
See ya.
Thank you for watching
BROfessor
and Friends.
Sponsored by